In the vast, dry plains of southern Peru, etched into the surface of the desert, lie massive figures only visible from the sky. Birds, monkeys, spiders, spirals, and long, straight lines stretching across the earth like messages from the past. These are the Nazca Lines, one of the world's greatest archaeological mysteries. The Nazca Lines were first brought to global attention in the 1920s, when pilots flying over the region noticed strange patterns carved into the earth. From the ground, they were barely noticeable, but from the air, they formed massive, clear shapes, some stretching over 300 meters long. This raised an immediate question: who created them, and why? The answer begins with the ancient Nazca civilization, which thrived in this region between 500 BCE and 500 CE. The Nazca people were skilled farmers, artists, and engineers. They built underground aqueduct systems and created colorful pottery. But what truly set them apart was what they left behind in the desert: more than 800 straight lines, 300 geometric figures, and 70 animal and plant designs. These lines weren't drawn with ink or paint. Instead, the Nazca removed the top layer of dark oxidized stones, revealing the lighter soil beneath. This contrast made the lines visible, and because of the region's dry climate and minimal wind, they've remained almost perfectly preserved for over 1,000 years. But here's the mystery. These drawings are so massive that they can only be fully seen from above. The people who made them had no airplanes, no drones, no way to see what they were creating from the sky. So how did they maintain such perfect proportions? Some believe they used simple tools, ropes, stakes, and grids, to scale up their drawings from smaller designs. It sounds logical, but still, it's hard to imagine such accuracy without some form of aerial perspective. Then comes the bigger question: what were they for? Over the years, many theories have emerged. Some scholars believe the lines were a giant astronomical calendar, aligned with the solstices and important celestial events. German mathematician and archaeologist Maria Reike spent her life studying the lines, arguing they were used to track the movement of the stars and planets. Others propose a more spiritual explanation. The Nazca lived in one of the driest regions on Earth, and water was everything. Some researchers believe the lines were part of rituals to summon rain, giant prayer path, walked during religious ceremonies to honor water gods. There's also the theory that the lines were sacred paths, walked during ceremonial pilgrimages. The long straight lines, in this view, may have been routes connecting important ritual sites. And of course, there's the theory that captures the imagination of millions: extraterrestrials. Some believe the lines were created as signals or landing strips for alien visitors. The geometric shapes, the sheer scale, the bird-like figures that resemble ancient runways — it's no surprise this idea caught fire in popular culture. While there's no scientific evidence to support it, the mystery itself keeps the theory alive. Today, the Nazca Lines are a UNESCO World Heritage Site, but they are still under threat. In 2018, a truck driver accidentally drove across one of the geoglyphs, causing permanent damage. Illegal mining and tourism also endanger these fragile lines. Despite the protection efforts, the desert is a vulnerable canvas, and time is always working against it. What makes the Nazca Lines truly remarkable is not just their size or mystery, but the message they carry from a long-lost world. A civilization, thousands of years ago, carved enormous symbols into the earth, symbols only the gods or the stars could see. Were they sending messages to the heavens, mapping the stars, praying for water, or simply trying to leave their mark on eternity? We may never know the true purpose of the Nazca Lines, but one thing is certain: they remind us that human beings have always looked to the skies, not just for answers, but to be remembered.